Hello, YouTube. We're back with NACL VoD reviews. We've got Fear X Starforge against CCG for NACL. CCG has some roster changes for this one as Kryra is in. I'll talk a little bit about Kryra. I was able to sit in on 2 combines this past offseason because I was consulting Supernova. Kryra, for me, was actually like one of, if not the strongest players in each of the combines. I feel like he was snubbed from NACL this year. That said, stepping in for Chad. Chad, I think Chad's just been having an okay split. He is a vocal leader on this team. Personally, I don't think Chad was the issue with CCG. But I think that Kryra is definitely someone that for NACL, I was happy to see get a shot. I really think he'd be like a mid-tier jungler off the bat. And I thought his game 2 was actually okay here. So we saw some good things from Kryra. That said, Fear Starforge still continued to be a pretty strong team in the league. And yeah, let's dive on into the games. All right, game 1. Oh, by the way, if you guys enjoy the content, feel free to like, comment, sub on the YouTube. And you can tune in to twitch.tv/CubbyXX to watch these live as we got chatters. And that can be you if you drop follows. Anyway, definitely focus at... This is being denied for CCG, like, from everyone. I agree. I think it's right. Some AP jungle focus. Still give away Karthus later on, though. Quirky. Ezreal brand response is fine. I don't think that... I think Brand can kind of deal with Sedge. Like, Sedge can pull the trigger and pick Brand. But if you have 2 people that are going to stand in front of Brand, I don't think that Sedge should really be able to find the angles, and then you cook Brand, Sejuani afterwards. So I don't think the Sedge ban's 100% necessary. I know that we're showing a Renekton. But we have Jax, because I guess Jax is taken away. But we did ban Sedge. Alright, regardless. I like MF here a lot, actually. I know we're into Ezreal, and it's... Actually, we're into Ezreal or Zeri. I think it's better if it's Ezreal bot here and Zeri mid, I'm going to be honest. Just because Ezreal can deal a lot better with the MF in the Ona lane than Zeri can. I don't think that's the case, though. I also I'm really out on Cassante and Renekton. I've talked about this on my stream. You're signing up to lose for the entire game. And then hopefully win team fights. I'm pretty out on Cassante. I think any other pick in Renekton is good here. I know the pool was narrowed a little bit. Jack's another one I like. But like these are the games where, honestly, Ornn becomes really valuable again. I kind of want to see teams playing Ornn in this scenario. When you're against a jungler that can't really attack you, and then you have, like... 1k engage range where we can actually reach shit like this when they're flashless, especially. And then hold the door for like this core. I think this would have been a nice game for Ornn here. All right, that said, let's dive on in. It is Zeri mid. Okay, I like that setup better. I'm pretty out on Zeri mid. I think that Zeri mid just like it only provides push, you know. I don't think that Zeri benefits as much from the levels as something like Ezreal does, but in this case, getting Zeri out of the MF lane is good. If they wanted to run Ezreal mid, then they could have ran like Jhin. I'd unironically advocate for Jhin here. I really like what Manui and Trevor do here. This Ignite is a lot. Oh, hold on. We got runes. I like Conqueror brand, but this is fine. I like this Karthus setup. I think this is the best Karthus setup, by the way. And then... Ooh, we do have the Winston going with the sudden impact. The fact that it's Demolish and Bone Plating, though, I don't think we should be going Demolish. You get so much value out of Fauna Life. But yeah, it's just me. Second win for Shochi. That's fine, give him the win. Alright. Really nice opener, though, from CCG in the bot lane. I like what Manui did there. Take advantage of some Ezreal range. ABO had a massive series in this one. Yeah, so they get 2 first. And Trevor pushes this really nicely. Good barrier. I want to see Manui Q the wave here to keep the passive up. Yeah, he lost his passive. I think he should Q the wave, keep passive up. Ooh, nice dash from Philip. Good try there from Crimson to get him onto the turret. And yeah, they force Winston back, and Instinct's got a... Like, his wave's pretty fucked. Yeah, I still spotted after the P-bomb. So ABO could have forced there. Good trade, though, from ABO. He's up. He's going to get tempo base. I will say, I haven't talked about jungle pathing yet. We see XU go contest the respawn Raptors. He is dropping his respawn camps for this. So he went bot the top. He's here to try and help bot lane. He finds nothing, but he at least is here to hover Kryra. Who I think Kryra's here at a good time, by the way. But he's going to cross. And I think what could have happened here... No, I think Kryra just loses Raptor camp for this. It's a good take from XU. Sorry, I had to go back. Yeah, I don't think there's too much that Kryra can do about that, given what mid's like. But we do have XU. So again, like, he went bot the top, right? There's a chance where, like, after this, he can flip his pathing and then go down. Or, like, farm wolves to be efficient, but he skips it. He takes these two camps, and then he's here when Kryra completes his clear to actually hover bot lane, which, again, is behind. So I really like this from XU. As the Instinct has a little bit of an oops. Mostly, like, this is fine. He can't defend this. But I think he clicked, like, just barely back in. So he gets chained down up. I don't know if he could get out of that or not, but this is a bad spot. But good hover here from XU, honestly. I think it's the right idea. They at least were able to trade out Kryra. And then he can't eat the wave. So he got XP for that entire wave. And then Shochi goes down. Yeah. I think if you flash there, you gotta flash the P-bomb. Doesn't flash, P-bomb goes down. So now mid gets turned. While this is all going on, Philip got a wave in. And he rotates and gets a little bit... Like, he's trying to find Kryra on grubs. He gets caught. A wee bit. So he's going to lose some health, but he does get him off grubs. I think it's well worth it for Philip, by the way. Like, because they got to kill mid. They have, like, a small timer where they can get in here. Yeah, and then this was bad. So, ABO got this wave in. Which means, like, this would have been the timer where, again, you can take grubs. But because the kill mid goes down, they cannot. And Philip pushes them off. I know he loses a bit. I think that's fine. He's got TP. He's chilling. So I really like that timer from Philip, actually. And then Winsome walks up for the grubs, and Shochi walks into Leona. There's no flash on Zeri, so Shochi gets melted. XU is a nice flash. And he does not melt. He's going to go heal off the camps. He gets 6. I think there's an angle here where Kryra could have maybe taken one more grub, but plays for crab instead. It would have been spot if he's on the grubs, but I actually think he could have snuck one more with smite. It could have been a 2-for-1 scenario. You would have dropped crab, but then R comes out, and that's enough for them to get grubs. So script of this game pretty broken already, and a pretty big advantage for ABO mid having 2 kills. Yeah, I think there, like, instead of going for crab, if Kryra hits the 1 grub and pulls it up, he can have it. He had top pressure, and Philip was really chunked. But that said, Philip did base, and he's had a really good item break. And then Kryra gets back, does 2 camps, and they take Dragon, which is good. Okay. Card the Salt comes in, forces off the Cassante, and then Philip is going to go for a bit of a merry ride. So Philip's going to die here. This is the brand combo we've been seeing. The flash Q and the E, which hits. So that was nice. What's going on? Manui does play this out. If Manui hits a Q, he actually gets a kill here. Yeah. Still was able to eat the wave, so big win for CCG, honestly. You get top kill. Cassante is in an okay item spot right now. Hey, Philip. I used a couple of his timers. It's not quite going to win the game as hard for him in his lane, but he did help get the grubs and help get his team stuff. So, like, the 5 grubs for me are because of Philip and, like, what ABO did mid, but that kind of... He did that on his own. Philip responded well to deny grubs. And we set enough pressure. All right. That's bad. So Manui E's a hair late. So he gets dragged, and XU with the flash is... I like that flash a lot from XU. So XU has ult, so he can pop it if he wants. It's not going to be the case. It's a torch game for XU. I believe this helps you clear faster on Karthus, and then your 2-3 items get better because you stack more AP. Because it gives you an AP steroid. But not as strong as the Andres off the bat. I believe that's the case. All right, so preemptive ult. Plus 31 first strike. And then TP from Crimson, so they're going to drop. All right, they just took Rift. Philip just gets top turret for this, and they can rotate up, so they drop Rift immediately. They're going to try and get 2 crashes and then finish the play up top. So, successful. They only get 1 crash. They can't play it out. I think it's fine, though. I think Fear is fine dropping that dragon. We haven't really talked about scaling. I think the scaling is a little bit tricky in this game. I like Fear like playing for pick and poke a little bit more than CCG. I think that overcommitting into CCG can be a mistake. Bran Rel is a really big combo. Yo, I think Winsome, by the way, should Q flash this guy. You at worst, you get a sum out of Manui. And I will trade my flash for Ezreal flash every day of the week. This was a really good turn, though, from Winsome. I remember this play now. So keep in mind, Crimson has no TP, but Philip does. So by those metrics, I think CCG can't go for this play. Baited in a bit by Leona. We have a TP that comes in. And Winsome R flashes out of Ezreal ult. Hits Kryra, who doesn't flash react. And then they one-shot Bran. Ends up being really fucking clean from Fear Starforge. This was very clean from Fear Starforge. They had a TP advantage. They crossed river. They ported in Philip and took the fight. Cassante can never respond. Very well played. This was really well played. So they, like, off this play, they pretty much blow this game wide open. Because they take, yeah, the Grub finishes off the turret. So they take bot and mid outer and win the fight. I don't need to see this fight again. That was really well played by Fear Starforge. I don't think CCG can take that given TP conditions. And now we just wait for Baron. Philip keeps the Conqueror up. Big Pug. Then we use our mid prio. This is a good shift here from Fear Starforge. Watch the shift. Starts here. So they get bot and mid in at pretty much the same time. Philip kills another wave. Why we have 3 losing lane but not trading in mid games? They're down 5 grubs to 1. Philip kind of sacked his game to make sure they get the grubs. And to be fair here, they try and make a trade. But it's a bad timer. They get collapsed. Last fight they lose is GG. I agree. Yeah, this hurts. What's up, Chad? This... What top take L and maybe chance to win? What do you want to see here, Mist? Before? Oh, like, do you mean like this fight? Because like this fight was GG'd. I mean, we're overcommitting here for sure as CCG, right? Like we're down to TP. What Cassante swap and force trade before this one? Oh, so you mean like send Cassante bot and then just force bot for top trade? Yo, Norm, is Wixie in? Okay, I can see this for CCG. I think that's a good shout actually. Yeah, I mean they can swap it here. Like force on either side win this. I agree. I think Shochi TPing here is pretty troll. Oh, mobility's in? That actually makes sense. That's wild. Well, guys. What are the ventures off season for AoE? Or in season, I should say. Sorry, there's so many moves, guys. Yeah, I don't like it. I think you're right, Miss. That's a good call. I think Shochi should walk top here, and Crimson should go bot. And they would force the trade, but like that turret has a lot of HP, so I think that Crimson would at least be able to clean a little something up. Then we don't get this scenario where. By the way, if Trevor Q flashed, I think they do kill Winsome here at least. Like if this is chained with a Q flash from Trevor, I do think that they at least kill Leona. But Winsome does play this very well. And the TP from Philip is very good. So I will give Fear props for this, but I agree the map was, looking back, that's a good shout. I missed that one. And now, like, they try and force the trade here, but they're, again, losing all 3 lanes, so it's pretty cooked. Like, this is brutal. Yeah, this entire sequence is brutal for CCG. Citizen? Dude, we're gonna have more in-season roster swaps for AoE than both splits of LCS combined. Like that's more swaps than what we saw for all of LCS this summer, by the way. Wait. Guys, this is reaching the TSM Academy year where it was Sword and Instinct level, or it was like the Sword versus Takeover, and then Instinct and Solo got promoted up for like, you know, because they TSM were just having a bunch of issues. We're reaching like that amount of bad. AoE is reaching TSM Academy levels of bad. At least they have a coach, you know? Okay, there's a disaster here for Fear Starforge coming up. Their Baron deploys... Oh, wait, no, it's post-Baron. This is fine. This is all fine. Good play from Crimson. I mean, at least he gets a flash, right? Yeah, this wasn't great. I mean, can't we flash Renekton and be fine for Shochi? Yeah. It's an oops. Because they both have red buff. So he has to... Or no, it's just one red buff. Okay, never mind. I mean, we flash Renekton and maybe get out. That said, we take a fight because we see... Oh, that's a really... It's a good ult from Instincts. Like, they find ABO, but you can't kill ABO. Ezreal ult, it could have been thrown to the choke. Not the case. Instinct has a really good ult, and it's pretty cooked. This is a really fed Corki. Alright, so they base, and they reset, and then immediately hit Baron. That's interesting. Can we do Baron here? I guess we don't have Karthus, so... And the brand can't be there yet, so good call. I fear Starforge are doing some good things in this game. I don't think this game was like... This wasn't a great game from CCG. This is where things fuck up, though, for Fear Starforge. They have a pretty big fuck up. I'm fine with this Baron deploy. Winston just shouldn't take this. There's no reason to take this. And yeah, they get trapped by Trevor. This is a good play. They're dropping mid wave for this. This is not their wave. They need to wait for ABO to hit that wave and then come here. Come hither. Does a really bad force by Winsome and ends up being a really rough scenario here. Like ABO had a TP, but chooses not to use it. Can't really join the fight, and they get kind of mauled. Cryropoise is nice. It's like he at least waits. He throws out his other brand abilities and waits for ABO to use burn W and flash, and they get him. So it's a pretty big shutdown. But the opener of that fight, like Fierce Starforge, there's no reason Winsome should be in there. They're bored. They're a little bit bored. So now this game extends. And this game really shouldn't be in the state. I think they could have ended off that Baron. They were that far ahead, but there's some pretty big shutdowns being given over. And like CCG scaling, if they get a 5v5 like that, then they're fine. I do think they have like a scaling advantage is tough because you're against a Karthus, but if you get BTs or lifesteal coming in, like Ezreal Zeri is more valuable than MF Corki. Phillips down red buff, doesn't matter. ABO got 4th item, BT. There's up an item on mid. It's pretty nice. A little bit of a split reset here for Starforge, but it's fine. Their map's fun. So they're going to shift to top. And put Philip bot. Yeah, top's all the way in. I think Shochi can be on this wave, by the way. Or was Shochi? Why is Shochi here? We're 2 minutes until drag. I don't think there's any reason to be there. I think he should be top. He's got TP. Like, you do lose the lane, but you can at least farm and catch. I don't think there's anything to play for right now, so. I mean, I don't think Winston's picking good targets here. Like, if anything, I like this is a good timer to look for like ult for flash. I would have loved to seen ult on Kryra. Which I know is attempted, but it misses. So it's good call. Yeah, ABO just like 1v3 holds the line. Instinct E, very nice. I think Philip gets caught here. Yeah. I mean, honestly, Philip going down there and getting Shochi Flash, not even too terrible. Because we get 2 inhibs off this. So I think they sent a little bit too much. But also it's desperate. This is also a little bit deep. Good peeling here from Crimson. Crimson actually did his best here. I actually like how Crimson played this fight. Yeah, the W on the Corki, buy some space from Manui is quite good. The Arian's not ideal, but Manui's already dead. Like, there was a flash, so. Yeah, I actually think Crimson played this fight nicely. Crimson's been decent this split. Like, for a rookie top, I haven't seen him, like, have any, like, games where it's like, wow, like, you were terribly caught out, you know? Which is not what I expect from a rookie top. And he actually plays out his fights, like, decently well. Alright. This could have been chained up by Cryro, I think. He's a little bit out of position for this. You could have prepped the W. Yeah. It's a not quite scenario. And Manui gets one shot. Nice turn from Philip. You got the barrier. Pops. Yeah. That's an oops from Manui. I guess it's a locket? How did he get the shield? Is it BT coming back? He doesn't... How does he get the shield? Oh, it's Cassante. Okay. Okay. This game took, let's say, 8 minutes too long because we really fucked up the first Baron. But I think Fierce Starforge actually played that early game pretty well. And CCG didn't have much going on. So, good game 1. We'll play Fierce Starforge. Game 2. Alright, we got Sej, first pick. Malachi, Trist response. Kai Sinat. Ali. I mean, I do think this is a good game for Braum. Braum doesn't love life against Kaisa. But you are going to have double marksman. You already have man engage. And Braum is pretty solid against what's showing. So, just an idea. Riven and Olaf taken away. We want to play Jax. I think Jax has good value here. Malachi doesn't do a ton of AP damage. You get Counter-Strike and the ease. And the Gnar matchup's not great. I think Crimson might have ran out of matchups here. They did ban the Philip Gragas, which is definitely respect for Philip. And I'm curious why they banned Talia. I feel like Triss can beat Talia. If they Braum, they need ban Azir. I agree with that. I don't know why they banned Talia. I like the Tristan and the Talia matchup. I mean, I'll be honest. I think this is a game where, like, Poppy is actually really valuable for Crimson in the top side. It could be. But, I mean, you still get fisted as Alistar, you know? You're just Alistar. You can always move as Alistar. You just lose when you move. I think Poppy is kind of the pick that I'm looking for here. You get to neutralize the Jax. You still have the same effect on sides. I don't think Gnar is super useful. You don't do enough damage to, like, get through anything, really. And you kind of lose this lane. And this ends up being a nice game of cat and mouse because they play really hard for Crimson on the top side. Really hard for Crimson on the top side. Oh, whoops. Clunes. It is Tank Azir this game. I like Butri. I do not get why Winsome takes these demolish points, man. Just go Fauna Life. Fauna Life is way too fucking good. Maybe Jason the Jax? Yeah, but you get forced by this really hard. I think Jace is hard, actually. It fits the comp pretty well. I think Jace is hard. I'd rather have Poppy. I think you Overgrowth here, too. Overgrowth is OP. Fear knows that overgrowth, so they have 4 members with overgrowth. That's hilarious. All right. I like this game for Tankazir. I don't think the CCG has. They reset on Trist is nice. There is no real magic damage, so Frozen Heart is super valuable. And I thought ABO played this game really well. ABO had a really good series. I don't know if Crimson threw a Q and missed. Looks like he Q'd in the back half. They walked in with wave. Okay. It's a mirror to clear. The Sedge working her way up top side, and they have Raptor wards. Each team will know where others are. This is a really good gank from Exu. Like, Crimson, for me, I think that he was expecting Exu to full clear, not just the Raptors up top. But I really like this. Like, they can't kill Crimson, but they do kind of ruin his game. Crimson played that well to get out, but his game is fucked. Like, his lane is really hard now. It's really well played by Fear Starforge. So Winsome's here as well. They 3-wave crash bot. And now he gets control warded. They should know that Winsome's there, but like, there's just no response. Yeah. Winsome leeches 3 off mid. I like this idea, by the way, from CCG. I really do. It just isn't as good as they needed it to be. Play Bush on push. You don't need to use flash, and Jax can't do that. Yeah. I think so too. I think like his idea though is just to get the wave in. I think anything he could have done to get the wave in is good. I like this idea from CCG. They just don't have enough. I think Kryber doesn't want to use Q. I think he should have Q flashed. Because I don't see Kryber Q here. Oh no, it's right there. My bad. My bad. Ooh. Okay, it was in before Aftershock. That's fine. Well played by ABO to get kill over the wall. Yeah, he used. I like that idea from CCG. Like, you see Winsome do the highway top to bot, so playing for the pick there I think is fine. And then I like how where Cryer is. This is what Cryer has to do. Like, it's just his next camp spawning, but this is a good timer. He at least wards. They do spot it, but yeah, it's just nothing they can do. TP though from Shochi is good. Really like the Q from Kryra. Like, they lock up Philip, and then Trevor's here too. So this ends up being a little bit of a force from Fear. Went a little bit too hard here, Fear Starforge. So, Kryber gets really fed off this. And they give it to Crimson, who's walking mid. Crimson, I think, should just get the wave. Yeah. He lost the wave. A little bit of wasted resources there. But the lane swap, like, now that Shoshi TP'd up there is the right idea. And it's a good TP in defense from CCG. This is well played. Oh, no. Oh, Shochi used ult and didn't get the wave in. I didn't exactly see how this happens. That's disaster, though. Shochi has to play and get that wave in. Like, that lane's fucked now. Okay, Grubs are down. Yeah. Yeah, Crimson's, like, even more cooked in that lane. Okay, so it's a trade. Trevor's up here to hover, but he's level 3. So, like, we're down a shit ton here. And Trevor's just late. Still enough. Good walk from Shochi. Really good walk from Shochi to read this. Being 3, I don't think Trevor can show there. It's a little bit unlucky that he got counterstruck. But yeah, I mean, it's a good turn. Like they're getting a lot into the Trist for this. Nar is really far behind. That'll be an issue in the side lane, but at least they're getting Trist fed. I think the responses have been good. It's been an interesting game seeing like the full commits on each side. That said, Philip is so fed from these plays. Like, even if he's going down, like, those waves have been so good in terms of what he gets in the Dying Crimson. So it's still a problem for CCG. It's where Poppy Warren's valuable. I think it was a really good Poppy game. Yeah, Kryber's sacking his bot side camps just a beer just in case. Plays mid, Shoshi good buffer. Well played. How about Mord? I don't know the Mord Jax matchup that well, but sure. I mean, Mord's really valuable this game. You kind of get melted by Kaisa, but I mean, you have ult. I don't like this from CCG. Trevor doesn't have 6. He is paper. They're trying to contest 6 grubs, but they don't have top prio. Bot's late. I think this walk from Manui is bad. If Manui bases here and they switch the lanes, I actually think it's fine. Like, have Manui base and then have Crimson go bot. Crimson cleans up most of this wave. Yeah, you can swap the lanes right here, by the way. And that's much better for CCG. We just like swap Gnar and Aphelios. Said Aphelios walks. And now they just go catch bot, and it makes sure that Fear's first on grubs. Waves are in. This TP from Shochi is a little bit crazy for me. Yeah, just nothing. Good job, Fear Starforge. I don't think they're being... I think it's kind of hard for them to contest. Also, Kryber didn't even have ult for that fight, so... I just think the mid play was just like a total whiff. I mean, it's close, but like, even if the kill wins some, it's still grubs go over to Fear Starforge. So I just think the timer they took that on was an overcommit. They should just play defense, held their sums, then go into this with ult advantage. Like, you're going into this, there is a fight where they have neither of these cooldowns, and then you have both of these. Then you actually get grubs. I don't think killing Winston there matters. So, therefore, I think the play is bad. Okay. This was a good sneak in from Trevor. Well played. Like, Xy's here for the play. They just beat him to it. Nice combo with Aphelios. Good gun management from Manui, too. He goes from blue-purple to red-white. It's good. That's a good. Good spacing from Crimson. Yeah, Crimson actually finds solo kill here. Yeah, well played. Really good spacing from Crimson on the E from Philip. Philip misread that for sure. So I like CCG all of a sudden kind of back into the game. They've got good scaling in the Maokai and the Trist. This fight is a disaster though, if I'm not mistaken. They swapped the lanes up too. So responded to by Fierce Starforged in a little bit of an awkward way. Alright, so they lose top. Trevor gets chunked. They're going for Philip. Philip's able to get out. At least like he buys a shit ton of time, right? So Fierce Starforged, they retreat. They lose Philip. There's a lot burned on Philip. Hey, we're talking 4 ults were burned there, right? So 0 ult's still up. And Shochi... whatever happens here is just bad. I honestly think the Kryra has to flash on Azir. And, like, if Shochi's here, I actually think it's doable. So, for me, I don't think Shochi should exit the pit. Which sounds a little bit backwards, but... I think it prevents the turn onto ABO. Because you don't have flash on Trevor. So I think Kryra just has to flash on Azir. Because Azir just fucks them here. And Azir also takes the eye. So they don't get it. And now there's no exit. So we just lose everything. And it's an absolute disaster. I also didn't see Crimson Hop. Okay, up there. Yeah, Hop's not up. Yeah, I mean, I actually think if they stick it here, by the way, like, Instinct's sitting mid. If Shochi doesn't jump out of this, and they flash an ABO, yes, ABO ults, but I think after the ult, like, they can at least force him off and make sure they get Herald. And you would be trading more sums. I don't know. Instead, they just get trapped and lose everything. So I actually think CCG had a decent angle in this game, but after that play, like, things get way harder. They lost so much for this. And like off the bat, like they lost mid, and then off the back of this, they lose bot outer. Like you can see, Jax has it down right now. So now they're down 3 bricks, 6 grubs, down a rift. That's bad. It was dragging off this. And like what ends up happening in this game, so ABO goes Frozen Heart second. Big fan of it this game. He just cannot be moved now in these side lanes. Like he's in really good shape. He's got a lot of CS. He can murder the waves. What's up, Flyboy? So yeah, like they try and go on ABO here. They can't do it. It ends up being pretty bad. Yeah, this is not the right play. I think they actually thought they'd get through ABO. They cannot. They need LDR on Trist to get through Frozen Heart, and even then it's hard. So they get 2. And then they hit Baron on spawn. So that's free. Yeah, that just not a good take from CCG. Really good play from Crimson. I like this for me was kind of gross from Fear Starforge. Like this is the second Baron to play where they just failed. They don't need to go for the. They don't need to go for the second crash here. And like we're engaging onto Maokai under the turret where Trevor just bonks us. Like this is so far in. And they get Aphelios. Well played. I think they're really asking for it though. Like again, ABO's on the mid wave. All they had to do was if they get that Rift Herald to crash, they can rotate mid. They take mid and then they can rotate top. It's actually so fucking free. They could even have Crimson like base after that and TP top to set it up too. And they'd be down a man, but you can always just retreat to that wave. As 5. Really poor. So, I mean, both games, like, Fierce Starforge made the games a little bit closer than what they should have been just because they fucked up their Barons. I mean, this is brutal. Like, ABO's pulling that mid wave, by the way. This mid wave is so fucking free if they walk to it. You force them to respond to Rift and you just take mid-enter. Crimson has a really nice combo. Just think we got a little bit bored here as Fierce Starforge in both games. It's not a good look for us. Alright, Dragon traded for topside. They don't get turrets, but they can't fight the Drake. And Fierce Starforge, they have a good shift from mid in the top here at least. So this is good. This is clean. Yeah, I mean, I think someone should be responding to Philip now. I don't think Crimson should be on this next wave. It's really hard. No one can really respond to Philip now. So, Jack scaling is quite nice. He's got the Frozen Heart. Helps out a lot. So, it's just responded to a hair late. That's okay. It's fine. And then I'm super down for him to look for this window with Mega, even if it's nothing. I think that's a good walk. I'm just going to get a little bit started out in this game, though. I mean, obviously early game was a thing, but... This fight actually looked okay. Oh, the Sundered Sky. Jesus. I think Philip's E here was poor. I like the Cryro R onto Philip. I actually think that was decently well played. ABO is just unkillable. He's got TP too. Yeah, here comes the TP. Philip has a monster fight here. Oh, wait, no, not this time. It's the next fight. Yeah, I mean, well played by CCG. I think Cryozar here is good. It could have been angled a wee bit better, but I think the R, once you see Philip E, is smart. And Manui hits another really big Infernum. So, well done. That said, you lose Hexol for it. That's not quite as good. So, props Fear Starforge for at least pushing them up. And I think Hexol is pretty rough here for CCG. Trevor sends it. It's a one-way ticket. He couldn't W back in. Actually, everyone dashing over is quite funny. Only instinct flash? Yeah. Hmm. Should be RS5? Yeah, I mean, it's Baron. Azir is very valuable, though, here with that Hexel. Like, you can see ABO can just, like, walk up and trade auto for auto, and with Hexel, it's really good. This was a nice pick on the instincts. I don't exactly know what happened here. Like, the timer is a little bit awkward. I think Philip... If Philip walks through... I actually think it's... In a way, a little bit on Philip. Like, CCG's wards on the other side. Trevor did sneak in here. We got no wards left. Okay, so we can't drop any wards. All right. I mean, good play. Fear Starforger is so goddamn tanky. I actually appreciate them like just trying to like get a little bit of a chip here and there as these waves are being shoved back and forth. Like they can stack their health bars and then get back out on the map like this in that scenario. So I do appreciate that. This team is really fucking tanky. And this is a rather aggressive play. Alder's about to spawn. There is a control ward below. And do we get anything as CCG if we do this? I don't think so. I think as CCG, like we kind of want Fear Starforge to hit something and then retake. I think that's where Maokai ult can be the most valuable. I think Maokai ult, like if you're allowing Philip to set up like this, it gets really tough. Also, I think Shochi was a little bit lazy here for me. I think Shochi needs to walk this way and not jump over the wall. Because what happens is because Shochi jumps over the wall, there's also a blast cone behind that he could have taken. Because of those two things, Philip gets an E flash and hits both marksmen. Then Axu steals it. He just wins those, I guess. And then, like, the fight for both the marksmen are just really cooked. Like, this start from Philip's so good. And Instinct after the root just melts everyone. Instinct plays this fight really well. Like, yes, he drops the Shochi. Did he need the flash from this? Oh, yeah, he flashed away from Trevor Auto. Yeah, he didn't need the flash. Okay. You can argue here that, like, maybe if he gets on Shochi, it's good, but he's spacing Shochi. Oh. Actually, if Axu hits the Q, he's fine. Yeah, Instinct played this fight well. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't love this scenario for CCG. Yes, they have a lot of DPS for this, but like they weren't close to burning it. And if they're on the objective, they don't do it super fast. Malkyle, it's so valuable there, as we see Shochi. Sense it for the Elder. He did, yeah. So that misses, and then Fierce Starforge able to wrap it up. Again, like that Baron for Hexol trade, I mean, I think CCG made a decent play, but like the timers, I think on when they started their 2 Barons were just a wee bit off. Alright, good game, Fierce Starforge. Just good 2-0. I mean, kind of an expected 2-0 for me, but anyway. Thanks for tuning in to this VoD review, guys. If you guys want more, feel free to drop a sub, like, comment. I read them all. And yeah, I'm Cubby XX everywhere. Twitter, Twitch. Twitch is where we stream these. And hopefully we'll see you in this